God, give me a minute. Get situated right quick, man. Get situated. Oh, man.
Silver. Lisa 24. Silver. Ready up. It's hot. Hey, Ron. Here we go, it's hot. Okay, ready. Here we go, it's hot. Ready. Here we go, it's hot. Rip 23. It's hot. On red. Red. Hey. It's hot. All right, let's go. It's hot. Ready. Silver. Red on red. Here we go, it's hot. Hey, gold. Here we go, it's hot. Hey, lion. Silver. Got it. Ready? Here we go, it's hot. Hey, easy. Ralph. Here we go, it's hot. Lisa 24. Red. Hey, Ron. Silver. Rip 23. Here we go, it's hot. On red. Here we go, it's hot. Hey. Here we go, it's hot. Ready. Silver. All right, let's go. It's hot. Red on red. Here we go, it's hot. Hey, gold. It's hot. Hey, lion. Red. Hey, easy. Ralph. It's hot.
We've been on a magical run. Excuse me.
It's week 10 of the 2032 season, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' athletic corner. He's entering rarefied air with every interception, now up to 12 this season. It's
The Jaguars defense rested and ready coming off the open week in their schedule. And the one to focus on will be this man in his 7th season now at cornerback.
And what continues to jump his game up, his ability to have split vision, the ability to watch the receiver and also see the quarterback deliver the football. That allows him to make a lot more plays on balls in the air.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. That complete to Downs.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Right back to him on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Richardson to throw. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And Richardson looks to throw once more. throws. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Come on.
Now it's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And now Mitchell, his 4th touchdown up. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll look for the stop here in the first quarter of a tie ball game. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Richardson looking to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems, because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Now Richardson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd down and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets him to the 9-yard line. Back to throw. Richardson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
Man, let's go, boy.
Force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
He's stiff on it, but a little too late.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would.
I tried to get up out of there.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession.
It's for the flunkies.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Play action. Now Richardson. It's caught. Mitchell. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw. Richardson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get this one down to about.
Bro, they got to start going and getting him, bro. Like, they just watching him run, bro. Like, damn, my dog.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Running again. Look at he just sitting there watching him run, bro.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain.
They just sitting there watching him fucking run,
now,
bro.
hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 2 yards to go, second down. Richardson working from the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Man, come on, bro. Come on.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey McBride.
Slow ass. Damn, bro. Got to do better,
The
dog.
Jacksonville defense back onto the field.
All over the fucking place. Still let dog get that motherfucker, man.
Here's Richardson throwing to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I see what they do.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Two running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Back to throw. Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Oh, god damn, dog. Come on, y'all, boys.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10
bro.
at the 46.
Come on,
That
dog.
one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Damn, bro.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Pass to the
shit,
right,
dog.
and he's got McBride. And he's going to have
you
another
pissing
first
me
down
off,
as the
boy.
tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fuck, can I move, bro?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A
Damn.
pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
You need to stop.
Richardson now.
Fuck all that
From
other
the
shit.
gun,
We need
he'll
to stop. He
throw.
running, bro. Why y'all just standing there looking, dog?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Just sitting there looking and shit, bro.
On first down, they'll go to the
Damn.
ground attack. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Fights loose. And he takes this.
Look at this shit, bro.
Touchdown.
I did the quarterback attain and a blitz up the fucking middle, dog. He still fucking broke the red snap, dog. Come on, man. Goofy shit, dog.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession.
Damn. Same shit, bro.
Now
Same shit.
Richardson
Same shit.
throwing to start the drive. And shedding through the
Man,
tackle.
come on, dog.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So in Jacksonville
Hey, boy, that
territory
flunky
now.
shit,
Here's
boy.
a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go with the flunky
In the
shit,
backfield,
bro.
he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
I have to think a
There you go,
major
the
focus of the
flunky shit.
halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure
Hit,
that
dog.
block's
Man,
secure
come
before the
on,
second.
bro.
And
What
try to
the
chip someone at the
fuck?
second level.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
They about to piss me off, dog.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They're out there trying to protect this 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
There we go.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession.
Okay, ready? Keep those sticks moving. Hey.
Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Richardson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another 1st down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Richardson to throw off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Richardson. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experience.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field.
Here we go. Here we go.
In motion, the tight end. Richardson throwing to start the drive. That's complete to McBride.
Bro, ain't no fucking way, bro. Like, come on, dog.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Damn.
Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Richardson off the play fake. Sideline throw, it's complete.
Slow and shit, man. Come on, man. I'm all over that shit, dog.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
Look at this shit. I can't even turn my player back around, bro.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, good work there in open space.
Bro.
He's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now it's second and 10.
What the fuck play is this?
Back to throw.
Man, what the fuck is...
He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's third and 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's third and 2. Here's Richardson to throw.
Man, look at this shit, man. I can't even fucking turn my fucking player, bro. Man, dog.
Josh Downs from
Everybody and their mama I seen the fucking route. So he even did the fucking route.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short one here, caught by McBride. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I'm gonna go down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Richardson. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete.
Yes,
almost wound up going the other way.
Fuck all that.
Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson.
There we go. Coverage that, bro.
He's taken down.
Fucking coverage
Kayvon
that.
Thibodeau in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Oh!
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Good defensive stance. Great defensive stance, actually.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Jaguars,
I don't know
the
what
train
quarter
just
that was.
keeps
I had that
rolling,
pick.
9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago
I don't know
Bears.
if it was in the fourth
Meanwhile, for
quarter
the Colts, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games.
Oh, nah,
And they'll
first
get a
quarter,
chance
man.
to redeem themselves at home next week.
Get these raw pictures right quick, y'all. Get my photos right quick. But they ain't want me to press his ass, boy. I was already on the route, bro. I be seeing that shit, bro. Look at this shit. Easy fucking money. I tried to slide and get that boy up off me. Threw his ass. After the fact, though. Alright, that's it. We good. We get out of there with the dub. Big dub. Hold on right quick, y'all. Quick little intermission. Alright, we back rolling. shit, I ain't even realize it's prime time. Say less. Say less. Hold on, I gotta see who on guard, y'all. Let me see what I gotta go back and check the rosters right quick. See if they still got that boy in Doomsday, whatever the fuck his name is. So they still got Garrett, so they got this knockoff motherfucker. See, they trying to throw shit off. They want to start him. Yeah, Garrett Wilson, and then we're gonna be right there in the slot. Alright, so I see what they doing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably go by I'm gonna go by overall when I do our matchups. Then if I need to get on bro, I'll go by speed. Alright, so yeah. Alright, we good.
It's week 11 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' rangy cornerback. He's been more than just a cover guy this season with 36 tackles to his credit. It's the Jaguars and the Bears on Sunday night primetime.
Welcome in, everyone, to this. So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. And this drive is over before it can start. Swallowed up to force 4th down.
What did this defensive play caller tell us all week, Mike? They wanted to come out and set the tone of this game, dictate the terms of how this game would be played. And, man, through the first drive here, boy, have they ever.
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. This one into the hands of Beckham.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bears' 1st down.
Let's go. Head to 60.
To throw, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his...
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. And let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
My fault, team. That's my fault.
So now this defense in need. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a give up the middle. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
19,
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And I don't know. I think he is short. They are. They're going to mark him short. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
The key to this play, Mike, was defensively their ability to stretch this ball and make him go laterally. Anytime you could force the ball carrier to go sideways on 3rd and short, it gives your defenders time to rally, make the tackle for no gain, brings up 4th down.
Udi's kick is good. And the Bears will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And this drive is going backward, taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3 and out.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this 2nd half. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep. To throw is Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. One of the tight ends motions right. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So now this defense in... Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Williams now to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Drake London, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Tua Tagovailoa leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They'll do so with 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Williams. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So now this defense in need. The drive will start on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So now this defense in need of a... Quick slant into the hands of Wilson.
Man, what the fuck, bro?
And what an effort.
Second touchdown, I done fucking gave up.
All the way. 73 yards. So now this defense. Now a give on the ground, and that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 2nd down, they run the counter.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. That's complete. And it is Beckham. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That is intercepted. And the Jaguars,
I'll take that, my boy.
They'll take over at their own 10.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. He'll get this out to the left flat. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Here's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will score. Game on. Rome Odunze. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.
Let's try it.
Ready, break! Silver. Lisa, 24. Here we go, son. Hey, run! Here we go, son. Rip, 23. Here we go, son. On red. Red, red. Hey, 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 silver. All right, let's go. Here we go, huh? Red on red. Here we go, huh? Hey, go, gold. Go, gold. Here we go, huh? Okay, break. Silver. On the ready. Here we go, son. Hey, lion, lion. Son. Hey, easy. Ralph, Ralph. Ralph. Here we go, son. On the jump. Silver. Lisa, 24. Son. On the set. Here we go, son. Hey, run! Red, red. Ready up! It was hot. Rip, 23. It was hot. On red. It was hot. Hey, 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 silver. All right, let's go. Silver. Okay, ready? Here we go, son. Red on red. Here we go, son. Hey, go gold. Go gold. Here we go, son. Hey, lion, lion. Here we go, son. Hey, easy. Ralph, Ralph. Ralph. Red, red. Ready? Silver. Lisa, 24. It's hot. Hey, run. Silver.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' athletic corner. He's been more than just a cover guy this season with 36 tackles to his credit. It's the Jags.
The Jags defense ready to see if they can keep building on this long winning streak. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he was definitely a ball hawk last week. He had 2 interceptions in that game. That's going above and beyond for a defender. But it shows just how good he's been in shutting down the other guy's passing game.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at
First
the
play of the
23-yard line.
first possession of
If
the
you
game.
combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's got it to about the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 6. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've had the upper hand so far in this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Yates got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Yates. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Looking to throw. Yates. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've looked good so far. This whole team has, for that matter, in the midst of a big first half as this next drive begins 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Yates, throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now, the way they're playing...
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've already forced a couple of first-half interceptions, including one on the previous drive, as they potentially look for another here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off play action. Yates. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. counter play. Here's Gibbs. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Operating from the gun, Yates. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
St. Brown in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Yates under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Operating from the gun. Yates. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll be looking to be the aggressors here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Yates. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Operating from the gun. Yates. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Yates. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Lions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Yates. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Just a gain of a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. St. Brown in motion right. Off the play fake. Yates. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Jaguars.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw right side complete to Carter. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Stays on his feet. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, and behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
God damn, I can't get a hold.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right. Off play action. Yates. That's complete to Laporta. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Looking to throw. Yates. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Gibbs straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down. Yates keeps himself upright. Flush to his right.
But why they just watching him run, bro?
There's no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll run with Gibbs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the 4th as this next drive starts 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Yates, he finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And all the way down.
I like how they just ain't let me out there get my press. Like, he is not far like that, man. Stop playing on me.
Catch and run, 58 yards.
Fuck no, he ain't like that, man.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. Yates sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've been the better of the two sides so far. They've got the 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they try to see this one through to the finish. Throwing to start the drive. Yates. Over the middle, complete. That's Hayes. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Yates. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Operating from the gun. Yates. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he's up to the 43. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he's brought down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Underneath to the tight end, Burton. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll get this down to the 10. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Yates. And it's caught. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Looking to throw. Yates feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' rangy cornerback. He's now up to 40 tackles from a secondary spot this season. It's the Jaguars and the Packers under the lights on Thursday night.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a game of about 2.
The whole defense tired.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to the well again. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Sent to the ground by Mason Smith. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now.
Man, this is the Thanksgiving game, dog. This should have had the presentation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Along the sideline, past midfield. Escapes a defender.
Man,
a big
come on,
34-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Packers. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They go play action on first. Throw left side, complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Now looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. But they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running it on drives because the defense is just waiting for you to throw it. And that's where they're prepared at the time. Sure enough, it's not a rush that dooms them, but a pass and an interception.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 40 on second down. Cut for big yards on the right side.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Finally bring him down,
that's
but
on
that
me.
is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Yeah.
Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. He's got a man left.
Man, come on, bro. God, what the fuck, bro?
The Packers parlay the interception. They'll run here on first down. Across the 45 and still going. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down Packers. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Well, I took a different angle, dog. This shit, man, you run a whole different.
Second down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now, you've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over.
Bro, you can't, bro. Come on, dog. You cannot make this shit up, bro.
That played good enough for a first. A big play, 23
Man,
yards to move those chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete out to the right. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Catch is made in close. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach. But here's the lone back on the handoff. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Flush down now to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 36. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Dump off caught by his back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. So we're halfway through this contest from Jacksonville. The hometown Jaguars out in front. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half.
timeout to start this drive. Brought in right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's my first time doing like checking the stamina, the battery shits come up.
He's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Given 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making were to check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Finds a man right side.
But how the fuck both of them get caught up on one person over there, man? Man, stop the bullshit, man.
Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
3rd down from the goal.
Man, look at this shit, bro. Come on, dog.
To throw it on 1st down. A flag's down as he stops.
Bro, I can't even move my fucking player, and then when I try to move him, they're gonna call fucking illegal contact and shit.
Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Automatic 1st down.
Hand off to the back. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Back now, pressure on its way. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield.
Put that lick on him, boy.
And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Got beat on the route, made up for it, man. Let's go offense. Stop playing. Straight up. Good shit.
On first down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 38. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. The give now out of the shotgun. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Right up the gut. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Throwing out to the left, cut! And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They go play action on first. That one's complete, right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets...
And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 4-point game. Throwing it to start this drive.
Man, bro, how the fuck do you let... Come on.
The Packers take a 4th quarter. Pass play on 1st and 10. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking right.
Man, bro, pick the fucking ball off over there, bro.
And earn them a new set of downs.
You're letting this goofy sit down
That
right
is
in front
proper
of
and
him.
impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the
Damn,
quarterback, and the
motherfuckers tired.
receiver on
Whole
the other
fucking
end finishing
defense
it,
tired,
doing
bro.
his job.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
What the fuck is he doing?
Now they'll throw
Hey,
out of the gun.
bro, let me get that.
And someone steps in. It's intercepted.
I know y'all seen how they just tried to cheat it.
He records yet another interception in a career campaign.
Get that, boy.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick...
So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.
On the ready. Here we go, sir. Rib, 23. Red. On red. Here goes hot. Hey. Here goes hot. On the double. Here we go, sir. Hey, let's go. Silver. Red on red. Here we go, sir. Hey, gold. Here we go, sir. On the set. Silver. Hey, lion. Here we go, sir. Hey, easy. Ralph. It's hot. Ready up. It's hot. Lisa, 24. It's hot. Hey, Ron. Here we go, it's hot. Rip, 23. Silver. On red. Here we go, it's hot. Hey. Here we go, it's hot. All right, let's go. Red. Okay, ready? Red. Red on red. Silver. Hey, gold. Here we go, sir. Hey, lion. Here goes hot. Hey, easy. Ralph. Here we go, sir. Hot. Lisa, 24. Silver. Hey, Ron. Here we go, sir. Ready? Here we go, sir. Rib, 23. It's hot. Ready. Here we go, sir. Hot. On red.